Welcome to the S.A.M. podcast, episode 3. Hey guys, this is Samson Abraham Miller coming at you with episode 3 of the podcast. And what do you guys think of the new channel name? Please let me know. We are now Studio S.A.M, Studio S.A.M, my initials. I thought it would just, it goes better. It sounds better, I think, than Pismo Productions, and it meshes well with this podcast and a blog I started called the S.A.M blog, which I will link below in this video. And in that blog, I talked about the new Batwoman announcement. So the interesting thing with Batwoman is they're doing a CW Batwoman show. It's going to be in the Arrowverse, so the same universe as Arrow, which I think is shit. Flash, which I thought season 1 was great. Season 2 was alright. I did not like season 3. I watched the first episode of season 4 and I was tuned out. Legends of Tomorrow first season was alright. I actually really liked the second season. And then there's Supergirl, which first season was not terrible, and I watched a few episodes of season 2. But anyway, it's going to be in that universe. They've referenced Batman before and other Justice League members. Like Superman has been on Supergirl before. They've name dropped Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, as well as Ferris Air in the show. They actually, I think in the Flash, they did a few test runs at Ferris Air, and even those of you that read the Green Lantern comics or saw that shitty 2011 Green Lantern film know that Ferris Air is owned by or run by Carol Ferris, who is Hal Jordan's girlfriend. Later on, she becomes Star Sapphire and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for Batwoman. I'll watch the first. Black Lightning. That's one I was forgetting. Black Lightning is. I like Black Lightning. It's pretty good. Anyways, I'm excited for Batwoman. I'll probably watch the first season, see if I like it, and then if they do a season 2, I'll watch the first episode or 2 of that to see how much I like it. But I'm excited for Batwoman because she is. I think she's going to be the first mainstream, like Marvel or DC, Jewish superhero with their own TV show or movie. I can't really think of anyone else, because there's The Thing, who's a part of the Fantastic Four, and he's been in all the Fantastic Four movies, but all those movies are shit, and I think the only time they reference Judaism is in the Josh Trank 2015 Fantastic film, when there's a shot of a Hanukkah, a Hanukkah menorah in the background of his house. But I think that's the only reference to the Thing's Judaism in any of the Fantastic Four movies. I know Felicity Smoke from Arrow is Jewish. Martin Stein, who's part of Firestorm in the Arrowverse, he's Jewish. Who else is Jewish? Oh, Ragman is Jewish. There are a few Jewish characters in, Marvel and DC mainstream TV and movies, but I don't think one has ever gotten their own TV show before or movie, and it's really exciting for me because, representation I think does matter, and that's why movies like Black Panther and Wonder Woman are so important. Wonder Woman, the actress who played it was Jewish, but the character herself was not. Anyways, yeah, I think representation truly does matter in all forms of media: comic books, movies, video games, TV shows, whatever. I think it's important to have diversity because everyone wants to see themselves on screen or on the page or whatever. Batwoman is also, I believe she was the first mainstream openly lesbian character in DC or Marvel. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure she's the first DC or Marvel character to have her own show, because I know there's a lesbian character on Supergirl, but she's a side character, not she's not the protagonist like Batwoman is going to be. I also recently started getting really into Batwoman, like her comics. There is a Let's Talk account on Twitter. The Let's Talk superhero accounts on Twitter are amazing. They give great information about almost any superhero character you can think of. There's one of my favorites is Captain Marvel Talk, since I'm a big Captain Marvel fan. There's Batman, there's The Flash, Aquaman, Hawk World, he's a great guy. There are all sorts of great accounts out there. And if you're on Twitter and into superheroes and want to learn more, I highly recommend you follow them. But I recently followed Let's Talk Batgirl, and I asked her or him, I don't know who, I don't know, who actually runs the account, but I asked this person which Batgirl comics I should read to really get into the character, because really I had only read Batgirl comics where she's, a side character in other Batman stories or other Justice League stories, and she recommended some detective comics from I think 2006 that I read that were really good. I'm almost caught up on her Rebirth series, which I love so far, and I also read a few issues of the Batwoman New 52, and anyone who knows me knows that I fucking hate New 52. I think they ruined almost every single character in the DC canon. I think the only two characters they improved were Sinestro, because the Sinestro standalone series in New 52 is phenomenal, and Aquaman. I thought at least the first two story arcs of New 52 Aquaman were amazing. I love the art style, I love the characters, everything. I thought it was funny. Aquaman's a badass without being, a Jason Momoa type surfer dude. The New 52 has its redeeming qualities. And I think Batwoman is one of them, because I thoroughly enjoyed the Batwoman series. I had also seen Mystery of the Batwoman, which is a 2004 animated film that has absolutely nothing to do with Kate Kane. I did some research, and apparently the filmmakers behind that film didn't want to use Catherine Kane as the Batwoman in that movie because they thought she was too violent, which, I mean, I think they could have toned her down, because it's in the DCAU canon, and they've done some pretty violent characters in that. They did the Suicide Squad in an episode of Justice League, so I mean, I think they could have done Kate Kane Batwoman. And I also saw her in, I think it was Batman Bad Blood, which is one of those New 52 films, and I'm telling you, I cannot stand those New 52 movies. I just think they're so terrible. The animation is pitiful. Like, DC animation used to be incredible, but it's pitiful, these New 52 movies. I thought Justice League Dark was alright, but almost every other one I really hate. But yeah, getting back to Batwoman. First lesbian Jewish superhero. And I know there's been some controversy. The actress they cast, I know her from her little role in John Wick Chapter 2, where she had that amazing fight scene with John Wick. And then my sister knows her from Orange is the New Black, which is this crazy popular show that you've definitely heard of that I have not seen. I know it's a Netflix show. The actress they cast as Batwoman is named Ruby Rose, and in real life she is lesbian, which I think is amazing. I'm happy they cast a real life lesbian as Batwoman, a fictional lesbian character. My only complaint with the casting is I wish that they had cast a lesbian Jewish actress. I think that would have been very cool. I'm sure Rose is going to do a great job. I am relatively unfamiliar with Ruby Rose's acting. I saw her in one movie and I liked her in that. I just wish they had cast a Jewish lesbian actress. I think that would have been very cool. It would have made it even more diverse. But in the end, I'm okay with it. It is whitewashing to me, but I'll get over it. I'll live with it. I'm sure she's going to do a great job, and I'm excited. In other news, they announced that I'm not even going to give you a spoiler alert, because if you have not seen Infinity War by now, what the fuck are you doing? So they announced for Spider-Man Far From Home, which is the Disney Marvel Spider-Man sequel, Nick Fury and Maria Hill are going to return. But wait a minute, they got dusted away when Thanos went boom, snap, and killed half the universe. So obviously they're all going to come back somehow. Who knows? My theory is that everyone who died in the snap, I think they are actually the ones still alive, and everyone who quote-unquote lived, like Captain America, Thor, War Machine, Iron Man, I think they're all actually dead, and maybe they can do some dimension thing. And I think Ant-Man is kind of in this middle universe where he's between the universe with dead characters like Spider-Man, Nick Fury, Black Panther, and living characters like War Machine, Iron Man, all those guys. But yeah, they're going to be, Nick Fury and Maria Hill are going to be in Spider-Man, and if I'm not mistaken, Samuel L. Jackson is returning as a younger Nick Fury for the Marvel Carol Danvers Captain Marvel movie, which is interesting. So it's because he hasn't really been in the Marvel movies that much lately. I mean, he had that small role in Infinity War. He had like 3 minutes of screen time in Age of Ultron. He hasn't really been doing much lately. He wasn't in Civil War, which surprised me. I think he should have been in Civil War. Just to, I don't know. I think he would have sided with Iron Man and maybe tried to pull Captain America over to, the Iron Man side or whatever. Another thing I wanted to talk about is MoviePass. I've been a MoviePass subscriber since their $10 a month deal, which I said from day one, this is not a sustainable business model. It is not going to work. To quote Commander Cody from the Clone Wars Season 7, which is coming the fuck back, I'm so excited. This is never gonna work. I'm sorry to D. Bradley Baker for my terrible Clone Trooper impression. But yeah, MoviePass was never gonna work at the $10 a month unlimited movie thing. And lately, it's been bugging out movies like Mission Impossible and Christopher Robin. They won't let you see. Sometimes their app just straight up does not work, and it's a pain in the ass. I want to. What I'm upset about is they are not holding up their end of the bargain that we made back when I signed up for their subscription service back last August, I think it was. And to be fair, I have used the shit out of my MoviePass card. I have seen more movies in the past year than I have ever. I've been seeing movies that I didn't even really care about, and for me that's amazing because I'm trying to get into film. I want to see more movies. Anyways, MoviePass had just released a new statement. Their new statement says that they are keeping the $10 a month thing, and they're allowing 3 movies per month. And people are complaining, but still, 3 movies a month for $10 a month is a damn good deal. You're still saving about $20-$30 if you buy 3 tickets individually, depending on where you're from. If you're in LA, you're probably saving $2,000 a month by buying 3 movie tickets, because shit's so fucking expensive there. Also, in like Manhattan, movie tickets are like, I don't know, $18 for a normal 2D. I saw Mission Impossible Fallout the other day with my own money. I didn't use MoviePass, it wouldn't let me use it. And I saw it in 3D. I hate 3D, but it was the only available showing, and I did not want to see Mamma Mia 2. I had never seen any of the other Mission Impossible films before, so this is going to be my review of Mission Impossible Fallout. It's the 6th film in the franchise. This review is coming from somebody who has never, ever seen a Mission Impossible film before. I haven't seen the TV show either. I think the closest thing to Mission Impossible that I know of is when they played the Mission Impossible theme song in that one scene in Shrek 2, when Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots are captured by Prince Charming and the Fairy Godmother. But my favorite part about the new Mission Impossible film was definitely Henry Cavill's mustache, because it was fucking glorious, and it was just a slap in the face to Warner Brothers and Justice League, and I thought, like, come on, it was amazing. Tom Cruise, he's like pushing 60 and he's still doing these stunts. The action scenes were amazing. I liked the action. The action was good. It wasn't as good as I expected. Some of the action scenes just felt over the top, just to be over the top. The plot was pretty thin, but I mean, come on, what do you want from a movie like this? You go to this movie to see explosions, action, but this is a different, kind of dumb action movie. This is a dumb action movie in which it's actually kind of smart, unlike movies like Transformers or Pacific Rim Uprising, which was a piece of fucking garbage. Mission Impossible Fallout has heart to it. I really like the opening scene, and the end. I think everyone in my audience was like gasping in out of suspense, because the end is just so suspenseful. You don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, come on, you know what's gonna happen, but the way it's cut and edited, it's so good. Chris McQuarrie did a wonderful job on this film. I will give this an 8.5 out of 10 stars, because it was a good movie, and I did not expect much from it. It's not one of my favorites of the year. My favorite movie of the year is still Avengers: Infinity War. No, it's not the best movie structurally, but I fucking loved it. It was a movie tailor-made for me. Like, all the nerd moments. Come on. It was amazing. Like, that scene when Winter Soldier or White Wolf or whatever picks up Rocket Raccoon and they twirl around and shoot the Outriders. Come on. That was amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna go now. This has been Samson Miller on the S.A.M. podcast. See you around, kids.